Alright guys, welcome back again on my YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Prestango, and this is where I come on every weekend to analyze all my trade, the ones who took, the ones that hit stop loss, take profit, and the ones we are currently in. So what's on my screen here is DSY. Previously, when DSY was trading around this area, around this zone, I told you guys that we were bearish, that we are going to see further to the downside on DSY, and that's what really happened this week. You see this push to the downside, and now DSY have came to this support, and this support held it. Is a daily support, and the support held it so much that it turned to the upside. Now we are really confused on DSY. We don't know the next move is going to make, so we'll just keep our finger crossed, because the daily time frame is now signifying that okay, this is a resistance that is still holding the DSY to be bullish, but currently it's still bearish. But when you go to the weekly time frame to check how the candles are reacting, then you can see this weekly candle that closed with a very long wick. You can see this is a very long way to show that when the week was about to end, the bulls, the buyers were very much on the market, so they push this candle up, and this candle is so discouraging to me. It looks like something that is about to go up. So hopefully, if this weekly candle still hold and the market open, DSY might rally all the way to the upside. But if the daily resistance level can hold, we might see a retracement from this level down again. But I don't know, just keep our finger crossed. Now the DSY, now the trade on DSY is 50-50, and the buy and sell on DSY now is 50-50. I don't know what's gonna do next, but on the monthly time frame is still bearish. As you guys can see, the DSY is still bearish on the monthly time frame. We are still in the month of September, so this month hasn't ended yet. But the last week, this week that just end, you can see how the candle close with this long wick, and that's what I don't really like. I would have loved for this weekly candle to close with a full body to signify that yes, the bearish move is still active. But now we are now confused on the DSY, and this thing also signifies that every other pair, like the AUD that I have here, I'm going to analyze now we are going to be very confused, because we don't know where the DSY is heading to now. So last week I analyzed that the DSY will be bearish. You guys can see what happened across EURUSD, GBPUSD, AUD. The market was buying heavily because the DSY was selling heavily. You can see it sold for complete 4 days. The market sold, and you guys can go back to my videos and check my analysis. I have been calling DSY short. You guys can follow me up, check my Telegram channel. That's where I normally post all my signal. So now I have some other setup on AUD USD. We have fun. So let me just start from the beginning how I analyze my market. So before I analyze anything, or before I check out any setup, I have to go to a higher time frame. Starting from the monthly time frame, I have to check the trend of the market. Now you guys can see previously we are on a downtrend. You guys can see these 3 months that we have been selling, and now currently we started to push to the upside, and we're not only pushing to the upside, we even break this level. You can see this is a very strong support level that sometimes it turns to a resistance level. If we go down to the weekly time frame, you can see it more clearly. So you can see this is a very strong support level. Sometimes it turns to resistance. Here it was a support, resistance, support. Then here it was a little bit, okay, it broke above it and retraces back to it. So with this confirmation that the monthly is bullish, weekly also you can see this bullish move to the upside, and the market broke above this resistance level and turned this resistance level to a support level, takes back to it. Now it now started to rally all the way to the upside, and currently we are at this level. And you can see this is a weekly resistance level that the market wants to turn to a support level. If it will hold as a support level, the AUD USD will now turn to the upside, will now still continue to trade to the upside. So let me mark out my level on the weekly time frame. You guys can see, if you can take this level back now, you can see that it touched other resistance level. You can see that there are so many touches we will get from just extending it, so making it a valid zone. You can see it was a support level here, it came here, it turned to resistance, it turned to support here. You guys can see all the way here it turned to a resistance. Now the market came and broke above it with a bullish engulfing weekly candle. You guys can see, and now last week for a total of 1 week it was retracing back to this level. So we are going to keep our fingers crossed. We are going to wait for more confirmation for us to enter a buy on this level right here. So what I'm really looking out for on this AUD USD is for me to see a more confirmation pattern. I'm looking for, candlestick rejection off from this level right here. You guys can see how it normally did around this area with candlestick rejection, giving you a bullish engulfing daily candle. Just from the market has to reject off from this level. But if we can break below it, that means the sell signal is invalid. If you can break below it, I'm not interested in buying again. I'll just shoot my buyers. But if we can be able to sustain in this level and turn this level to a support level and do something like that, then I'll be looking to buy around this area with a more confirmation. So if I'm going to use my Fibonacci to see if this retracement is over, so from swing low to swing high, the market might decide to pull inside small, but let's just use this previous low here. You can see it's already touching the 50% retracement, so we can just allow the market to rest in this zone very well before we'll be looking at to buy the market. So this whole move might happen within 2 days. Just give it 2 days for it to relax. So on AUD USD I am bullish, as long as we can be able to stay on this support level and stay there firmly and now start giving us a entry pattern. I will be looking at to buy from here. Same scenario on the Euro USD. Euro USD was one of the trades I have been calling out since 2 weeks now, when I have been waiting for this market to start buying. I analyzed this market all the way from here. If you guys can check my previous video where I analyzed this market, where the market was trading around this area, and I told you that it's going to retrace back, that I'm going to buy from this area. Then I bought the market from this area, but the news came and took me out. So I waited patiently to enter a second trade on this Euro USD, and the market is now giving us a pullback. So this is a previous low, this is a previous higher low. So currently, if this market will give here, if can form another higher low here, I will be buying from this level. You can see this is a level of resistance, and it broke above it, meaning that the market is staying in an uptrend. But now I'm a little confused because the weekly candle closed, like I showed you guys on the DSY. You can see this long wick, so I'm a little biased on the buy on Euro USD. So I'm just going to just sit on my hands to watch what will really happen in upcoming week, to know why this, because this thing signifies that the market is rejecting off from this level. It doesn't want to go up. Assuming the weekly close with a body, then we will know that yes, the bullish trend is still active. But the weekly candle came and closed with a pin bar. You can see this, like, is it a pin bar or shooting star? But this long wick is so discouraging to me. So this is one of my concerns on this market. Same thing on the DSY, the long wick. Same thing on the Euro USD. And when these two big markets are saying all the same thing and they are looking confused, so you guys know what will happen to the other pair, because the other pair will be acting funny. So I'll just look out for you. But the daily time frame, the picture printing on the daily time frame is good. I love the way it's printing the picture. I love the retracement, how it's having this deep retracement. And if you even bring the Fibonacci too, and just take it from this previous lower and higher low to the current higher high. You can see the market has already touched, and this 61% retracement is touching it right here. And if you can be able to reject off from this level, I'll be looking at to buy. So on Euro USD, bullish, still bullish. As long as that weekly candle close does not affect us, I am bullish, except the market say otherwise in all this upcoming week. Same scenario on GBPUSD, but GBPUSD, I'm really a bit confused on this pair because we broke out from this resistance level, and I thought, like previously analyzed, that if can be able to break above it and return back here, that will be looking for a buyer. But we didn't only return back, I will break below it. So this market, I'm a little bit confused, although there are some minor zones inside this area and the market might decide to retrace from. And also, if I bring out my Fibonacci retracement tool, take it from the swing low to the swing high, you can see this market is still touching and is between this 51 and 50 and 61 retracement. So on GBPUSD, just is 50-50. I'm not going to do anything for now until I see any reaction, how the market will react from next week. The market started to give a candlestick rejection off from this week, and if I still put my trend line, maybe the market want to touch, you want to just touch the third time. You can see this is a trend line. Maybe if the market can touch this trend line here, and there is this sale in on the on price action, that when the market touches the third trend line, that it always does the trick. So we just allow it to wait, let the market just do its thing, just allow it for like 1 or 2 days. Then next on my list is EURAUD. Previously I told you guys that we'll allow EURAUD to just do its thing for like 5 days. I told you guys that I'm not going to trade it for this week because I know that this week is going to use it as a retracement week to our normal zone. You can check the weekly time frame. How I spotted, you just check my previous video, I explained everything to you. I have already explained everything. So I started from the monthly time frame. If you can go back to my video, you will see it. I started off from the monthly time frame where I was seeing all this monthly rejection from this level. This is a monthly zone. You can see this is a resistance level here. If I still take it back, still move, you guys can see it really touched other places. So it is a very strong level. You can see here. Then I scale down to the weekly time frame. Just check my previous video. I just explain all this. I don't want to waste time on explaining this thing. And now we have broke below this previous low. You guys can see, and there are 2 lows that is here. This is the first one, this is the second one. So I will just keep an eye on this second one also, because the market might decide to reject off from this second. From the this is the first, this is the second. So I'm just keeping my eye here. But I told you guys that this market is going to retrace back to this level, that if it retraces back to this level, you will be looking for a sell. So the sell, I haven't confirmed the sell yet. I'm still monitoring the market. On the daily time frame, you can see the market have started to reject from that level. You guys can see have started to reject, and the daily time frame has shifted from being bearish to bullish. Sorry, from being bullish to bearish. You guys can see this was the bullish trend before the market broke below it, and now it's testing back to it. So I'm waiting for more confirmation, more daily candlestick rejection off from this level, and I will be looking at to sell the market. And I'm going to put my first TP going to be at this level. Then final TP, I might be using this level as the final TP if the need arise. I'll be using here as my, maybe I will use here first TP, second TP. So we'll just be monitoring the market. I'll be checking it. If you want to see any of this update, click the link below on my description. That's where I'm going to paste my channel link, my Telegram channel link, where I drop all these signals so that you will not miss any of them. Next on my list is AUD card. AUD card is retracing. Just this is God giving us a nice push. You can see we are bullish. The market is, as you can from here, is bullish. So I anticipated this retracement to happen. From here onward, is either the market retrace and come back to this level, or we might start seeing rejection off from this level. So whichever way the market decides to do, the only thing that we'll have to do is just be patient and wait for the market to just do its thing. We'll only follow the trend. I don't create the trend. I don't force the trend to happen. I just allow the market to move with the trend, then I will move with it. On the daily time frame, as you guys can see, after this huge push to the upside, the market now start to retrace to the downside. So ideally, I would have loved if the market could be able to touch this level. If the market can touch it and confirm with this with this third touch of the trend line, it will be so perfect. It's going to be a very, very juicy trade. So I'm going to sit on my hands to watch what's going to happen. If this level will hold, I'll still look for entry here. If this one is going to hold, better, it will be even more better. Next on my list is EURAUD. So you guys can see this EURAUD, this is just like the textbook that we always see, reading how price action normally happen: higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high. This the current second leg that is want to keep now a higher low. If this higher low can hold already, if I check the monthly time frame, you can see we are bullish on the monthly. This was where the monthly breakout retests, then it's now moving to the upside, and we'll have all this space to the upside. Now to the weekly also, you can see this move to the weekly, making higher high and higher lows. You can see this is very, very simple. Price action is so simple, making higher highs, higher lows. Here I can see this is a bullish trend. But another thing I'm also concerned is how the weekly close on EURAUD. You see this long week. This kind of always discouraging me anytime I see it, but nevertheless, I'm going to monitor the market to see what the next week is going to be all about. But on the daily time frame, you guys can see the daily time frame is so juicy, because how the market is breaking highs and retracing back to it and creating more highs is what I love on a uptrend. So this market can continue like this with this same energy. I want the market to come and do some, let's say liquidity grab or market manipulation. Let just market manipulate this area and relax on this zone very, very well. Then I will be looking out for a buy. All this signal, I'm going to post it on my Telegram channel. The last but not the least is AUD JPY. AUD is like all the whole AUD pairs are going to be bullish. The AUD currency is going to be very, very bullish. The Australian dollar, as I'm seeing some bullish move on all the AUD pairs. Firstly with the AUD USD, AUD CAD, now AUD JPY. So you guys can see I don't need to talk much here. You guys know that normally by looking at it, we are in an uptrend. You don't need any AI to tell you or any prophet to tell you that this move is an uptrend move. You see, you're just waiting for the market to come back to this level, then we can move to the upside. So how I normally spot all these trades, that I go to a higher time frame like the monthly. For me to be able to enter any trade, the monthly, the weekly, and the daily must be saying the same thing. If the market trend is bullish, I need to see it on the monthly, see it on the weekly, see it on the daily. Then I will now come to 4-hour time frame to execute most of these trades. This is where I normally came to execute. I have some analysis I also do on a lower time frame like 2 hours if the need arrive. So you guys can see the 4-hour time frame is still bearish, because it just bleeding down to this resistant level here that is going to turn to a support level. So we have to wait for it patiently. Just allow the market to do its thing. We don't rush any market. I just allow it to relax, to do its thing, to just give me that clear setup to the upside. And I don't like counter trading. I love to follow the trend. So guys, this is it on my video this weekend. I hope you guys like, comment, and also subscribe. If I'm sharing value to you guys, if you guys are learning a lot from me. And also, just you can also go through all my videos to check if all this thing I'm analyzing, whether I'm getting it right or wrong. Just go to my previous video, go to my Telegram, check all my posts, all my signals. Just check it out. Know the one I'm doing better, the one I'm not doing good. I want to see you guys comment so that I know where I will improve on. So guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you and peace out.